Hello everybody, my name is Dragan. Welcome back my channel Health Fitness 1047. Here is the episode new. Follow me.
The movie, Superman, will officially hit theaters on July 11, 2025, marking a new era in the DC Cinematic Universe under the leadership of James Gunn and Peter Safran. Actor David Corenswet will play Clark Kent, Superman, while Rachel Brosnahan will play Lois Lane, a strong, intelligent female journalist, no longer the damsel in distress as before. Nicholas Hoult, after failing to play Batman, will now transform into Lex Luthor, Superman's archenemy. The supporting cast is equally noteworthy: Nathan Fillion, Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, Eddie Gathegi, Mr. Terrific, Isabella Merced, Hawkgirl. In terms of plot, this is not a starting story, but revolves around the process of Superman finding a way to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage and the humanity of Earth people, showing kindness in a world where kindness is considered obsolete. James Gunn not only wrote the script but also directed the film, an emotional decision tied to personal feelings, as the release date coincided with his late father's birthday. Superhero 1. Reviving the icon through a new generation, giving the role of Superman to David Corenswet was a strategic move. David has a classic style but has inner depth, true to the direction of the new Superman that James Gunn pursued, an alien trying to live as a human, not just a great savior. In the context of Henry Cavill's abrupt exit from the role, DC had to restore the audience's trust. David Corenswet, with his classic handsome face and diverse acting resume, seemed like a safe and smart choice to reshape this superhero icon. Newspaper 2. A new age Lois Lane. Rachel Brosnahan is not a surprising choice, but it is very convincing. With her feminist role in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, she brings a proactive, intelligent Lois Lane who is not overshadowed by Superman. In the context of Hollywood promoting strong and independent female images, Brosnahan's Lois has the potential to create a positive effect. Brain 3. Lex Luthor, a villain who is no longer simple. Nicholas Hoult is a sophisticated actor who has played characters that are both intelligent and unstable, like in The Greater the Menu. Lex Luthor in Hoult's hands will likely become more multi-dimensional and psychologically profound, instead of the smug and crazy villain like previous versions. Cyclone 4. Rebuilding the entire DC universe. James Gunn's statement that Superman is the beginning of a new universe can be considered a strategic statement. After a series of commercial failures, like The Flash, Black Adam, Shazam 2, DC needed a pillar to rebuild from scratch. Unlike Marvel, which was born from Iron Man, a supporting character, Gunn chose Superman, the most important character in the history of American superheroes, as a way to declare, DC is back and we are serious. Globe 1. Initial reactions from audiences and the media after the official image of the cast was announced at CinemaCon 2025, the media exploded with two streams of opinion. One side was excited about the complete change, believing that James Gunn would save DC. The other side was worried because of negative memories of how DC handled Superman before, especially after the controversial breakup with Henry Cavill. On forums like Reddit or X, Twitter, many veteran fans expressed skepticism. Superman needs a serious epic quality. Should not be turned into a joke like Marvel. Meanwhile, a younger audience seems to enjoy the rejuvenation and diversification of the cast. Compass 2. Humanistic and political vision. Superman, in Gunn's writing, is not only a symbol of superpowers but also represents the ontological struggle between ideals and reality, between kindness and social cynicism. When Peter Safran said, "Superman is kindness in a world where kindness is obsolete," it was not just a line of dialogue, it was a statement reflecting the current American and world reality, where egoism, cynicism and political polarization are on the rise. Film frames 3. The possibility of success? If James Gunn can balance emotion, action and character identity, this could very well be the movie that turns the tables for DC. But if he goes too far in the direction of humor and fragmentation like some of his previous films, The Suicide Squad, the film could lose the necessary depth of the Superman symbol. Superman 2025 is not only a superhero movie, but also a life or death move for the entire DC cinematic universe. With a potential cast, a director full of personality and an iconic vision, the film promises to redefine the image of the Man of Steel for a new generation, more human, closer and deeper than ever. If implemented properly, Superman 2025 could become a historic turning point, not only for DC but for the entire superhero movie genre that is falling into decline. Compared to previous versions of Superman, Rebirth are just a repeat. Since Superman first appeared on the big screen in the 1978 film of the same name starring Christopher Reeve, the iconic Man of Steel has undergone many iterations, each with a different shade, from traditional, romantic to dark, tragic. The 2025 version, under the hands of James Gunn, is expected to be not only a rebirth of this superhero icon, but also the beginning of a new cinematic universe, where Superman is the center of the balance between past and present. Ideal and reality. 1. Compared to Christopher Reeve's Superman, 1978 to 1987, from fairy tale to reality in the first series, Christopher Reeve brought an iconic image of Superman, gentle, idealized, and full of American fairy tales. The Cold War setting made the red-caped hero a model of faith and justice and order. But those elements might be seen as naive today in a complex world. The 2025 version, by contrast, delves deeper into Clark Kent's inner conflict, being an alien with godlike powers and an adopted son of America with human roots. This is a modern Superman, kind but challenged, strong but lonely, more of a social mirror than a purely supernatural icon. 2. Compared to Brandon Routh's Superman, Superman Returns, 2006. No longer a copy, Brandon Routh's version was designed as a spiritual continuation of Christopher Reeve's, with a gentle, emotional and at times nostalgic portrayal. While Routh convincingly portrayed kindness, the film was criticized for lacking drama and innovation. In comparison, Superman 2025 chooses to go the opposite way, instead of making a copy. Gunn aims to redefine the character for the 21st century, where kindness is not an obvious choice, but a difficult choice in a chaotic world. 3. Compared to Henry Cavill's Superman, 2013 to 2022. From darkness to light, Zack Snyder has created a Superman with tragic and philosophical colors, especially in Man of Steel, 2013, Batman v Superman, 2016, and Justice League, 2017-2021. Cavill is a tough, cynical Superman, almost suffocated by human expectations and fears. This is a Superman who is placed on the line between God and monster, between light and darkness. Meanwhile, James Gunn offers a Superman who is softer psychologically but more philosophically, not denying the darkness, but choosing to act with compassion. This is a shift from tragedy to hope, from cynicism to healing. 4. On the directorial style, Snyder vs. Gunn. Zack Snyder is a master of epic visuals, but is often criticized for being too serious and cold. James Gunn, on the other hand, is known for his intimate, humane, humorous storytelling style mixed with emotional depth, something that was clearly seen in Guardians of the Galaxy or the Suicide Squad. Superman 2025 therefore has the opportunity to deliver a film that balances scale and psychology, both with eye-catching action scenes and a deep dive into human nature, something that has never really been done in previous versions. Conclusion: a Superman for the new era? When placed next to its predecessors, Superman 2025 is not only an attempt to reboot the franchise, but also a reflection of a new generation of audiences, where kindness is no longer the default, but a constant struggle between instinct and ideal. With a talented cast, a director with a clear personality and vision, the film is expected to not only renew Superman, but also redefine what it means to be a hero in a world that is cracking because of the loss of faith in goodness.